Hello and welcome back once again to MournfulWalrus. I'm your host, Stephen Weathers, and with me I have Andrew.
Yo.
Indeed. Mr. D.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And some guy named Steven, I don't know. We're back on episode something, maybe 5 or 6, I've lost count at this point. And we're about to enter a spiky hallway of death, I believe?
Yes.
Spiky hallway of death.
One where, well, basically you get stuff called spike breaker armor later in the game. But if you don't have it, this is what happens.
You die viciously.
You die viciously. And so, what you have to do is you have to eventually get bat form, and so you're like, yes. And then you get miss form, and you're like, yes.
Why can't a bat pass, but it looks the same?
Yeah, and then you're like, yeah, that looks good. And then you run into something that looks like... Oh, look, I have a little break if I needed it. That would be nice. But then you run into something. However can I get through there? Spike breaker armor, what it does is it makes it so you can just walk through this, it literally breaks the spikes. You just keep going. But what am I to do now? How can I progress through this point if I don't have the spike breaker armor?
You get the gun and you shoot the door.
Well, what you do is you equip any type of potion or usable item, like an uncurse can work just as well. And now I'm going to turn to the bat.
Oh yeah, because this is like a glitchy, cheaty thing, right?
Yes. So what I'm going to do is go over here, turn this off, really quickly use the potion, and walk right through the door. And it healed me.
And it healed you. For good measure.
So, did you find Richter?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here.
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true. You're wrong. I must go now.
How did she get through?
Shh. Let's sit in her chair. Okay, I just found the silver ring.
But you're a vampire, you can't have silver.
Inscription.
Tower.
In tower. More on this to come at a later date. So for you to know, there are 4 different endings to this game,
Really?
all of which will be revealed in the near future.
I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know a lot about this game, so. Except you can get real funky with it.
Yeah.
Now what?
Well, that's it for now. I might have to get going.
Oh, I'm so glad we had a full introduction for this.
Consider it a extra edition.
I'll tack this on at the end or beginning of something. You could have said this was just an end piece.
I was being sneaky.
Being facetious.
Ow. Ow. Careful in that hallway.
Yeah, apparently. So, are we actually good then?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone say bye.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Say bye. Bye.
See you.
限りない星を数えよう
Alright, here we are once again. I am your host, Stephen Weathers, and this is my fine furry companion,
Away we go.
Andrew, or Away You Go for short. Alright, so what were we doing?
We're going up or down or left or right. Oh yeah, I just showed you a secret and forgot to unequip the potion. That's nice. Oh well, I don't use them anyhow, but
Yeah.
that's okay. There we go. So what are we up to now?
Exactly, the question of the hour. Oh yeah, so Mr. D went home. By the
Yeah.
way.
He left us bigger and better things to do. Smaller fish to fry.
More leftovers, I don't know.
So things that concern us right now, do we go up or do we go down?
Depends on where we're going, I guess. Well, right?
Let's see, let's go down.
Okay.
So, now that we have the capacity to fly...
Alright, so, like, what are we doing? Oh, yeah, so now that we can turn into mist, was our last thing?
Or
the bat?
The bat's really big. The mist just gets you through some doors, but the bat gets you...
Everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, you can now check out the top part of that first boss room so you can get some finalized mapping.
Ooh! You remember.
I remember some things occasionally. Every once in a while. Fly away. I'm going to do my best not to say that every single time you fly, but I make no promises.
See, and so you actually see, if you look in the little left, it's a little gray right
Probably
there.
zoom into that, yeah.
Yeah, then you can see that I wasn't touching the ceiling far enough, and so it didn't unlock it as covered.
And that counts against your 200.6% completion.
Yes, so you have to stay...
So you actually have to touch the walls?
In some cases, yes. This gets much more complicated later.
Oh, of course it does. Why wouldn't it? I can't say I'm surprised. Okay, so we are finalizing stair mappage.
Yeah,
And then...
and also there's a collection of items here. But next we're going to the basements and sub-basements and down and down we go, and where we stop.
Only, Alucard knows.
Not
Probably D. D probably knows.
No.
Really? No. I don't know. Because you've obviously played the game more than D has, but how
He
much
hasn't beaten it.
Oh, he hasn't beaten it all?
No.
Oh, well.
Oh, danger. However, he has beaten
Everything
all of the
else.
Nintendo and Super Nintendo ones, as well as a few of the other handhelds.
Yeah. That kind of makes up for it.
Yeah.
This notepad has our reviews for Hungry in San Diego, which I found again.
Uh-oh.
We started a food blog like 4 years ago. Or
And,
was it when I came back?
It was when we came back, but
Okay, so yeah, like 4 years ago.
but the biggest thing was that most of our views, right when we opened it,
For Germany.
they're from Germany.
Never got a single comment. No one ever mentioned it anywhere. But in our specs, we had a lot of we got song title. I wrote down a solo, done in the style of individual notes. C, D, G, F, A, long hold. I have no idea what this is. I've had this notebook for years. I've barely used it. Mostly because it looked cooler than it
Was?
Yeah, because it's the long flip style notebook. So like a detective's pad, except without it being an actual pad, so you can't fold it over. So it just folds up and awkward. And it turns out I can't really write on it very well without like a table behind it because there's not enough room for my hand. Yeah. Stupid. Ideas. Glow stick photo shoot in a field. Sonic Vandals video.
There was a time when we were young. Oh, I was holding up. That was a mistake. Whoops.
Oh, the elevator?
Yeah.
We're going down, can't you tell?
Well, there was a time when we were young that trespassing in golf courses was cool.
I had this idea actually back in Minnesota for the Sonic or for the glow stick party. But yeah, we used to do our green ops because golf courses are green and black ops sound cool. What were we, like 12?
Yeah, and so it would be night, and we would jump fences or sneak through fences. And
Find holes, climb over trees to get over fences, and then we would just run around a golf course.
And when he says 12, he means like 20 because he was taking a black and white photography class, and we were doing pictures out there with the extended.
I was like 17.
We were doing extended exposure with the passing planes, and
Were we in the... I thought we were somewhere else for that. Was it the golf course?
yeah, we did that at the golf course.
Okay. Yeah, so we'd do that weekly because we didn't have much else to do because we were... No, we weren't that old. We were closer to like 14. Really? God, I feel so stupid.
So now we get to see a few of... This is one of the special rooms in the game where you can see all of the sub-weapons. We've already looked at this guy. Alucard with this, he does the same fully cross attack,
Oh, and you can break them too, that's cool.
which is how you use him. See, he does this deal,
I've seen that before. Yeah, we saw that in the first video, I think.
And then this is the lightning glove, I guess you could say. I guess I'll show it to you real quick.
Where you punch stuff with lightning?
Something like that. Here's Skill of Wolf.
Wolf level 2?
Or 3, depending. Yeah, 2, I guess. So what it does is it gives you... Normally you have to start running this way, and then eventually you'll start running quick or something.
Sure.
Instead, you do down forward, and you do an attack, and...
Just a boost, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's cool. Boosty, boosty. Booster, booster.
And now I will show you one of the more ridiculous secret rooms in the game. The only way to make it in, which involves the bat and the wolf.
Together?
Yes. And here's the lightning glove. You shoot it across.
So you kind of shoot a laser, kind of?
You shoot a laser, and it's expensive.
How expensive? 5?
5 apiece. It does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like an insta-kill on these lower guys.
Well, these guys are really weak. These are an insta-kill with your first sword, so...
Never mind, though. Alright. Yeah, if that wasn't so expensive, it'd be pretty awesome.
And normally you can actually see the lightning.
Although you do get hearts from everything.
Yes.
So I guess it's not that bad.
So now another one of these rooms. The bat!
Yay, ceiling holes. Oh, so, just Otis, who came back from the dead all of a sudden.
So this is what it is.
Oh, cool. Hey, your sword actually helped. Yeah, when I was editing like the first or second video, when we were talking about the ridiculous weapons of Curse of Darkness, there are not a lot of pictures on the internet of that game.
Yeah.
Because it came out in like 06 or something. So all the pictures I could find were like a little bigger than a thumbnail and really bad
quality,
yeah. Yeah. But I found mostly like the pictures of like the evolution bar for the familiars and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You could turn your fairy into a demon fairy or a super fairy or whatever. And what was the one we usually went with? The lava guy?
I can't even remember. I remember doing the tower forever.
Oh yeah,
and ever,
and trying to get the fire ether or whatever from the djinn.
Oh yeah, you had to do the time stop right as you did that uppercut.
Yep. Oh, that game.
So we now have the Mystic Pendant.
Increases MP restoration rate.
Very good. Followed by
Ankh of Life.
Not as much. And then the Silver Ring. What could this mean?
It means in tower. It says it on the side.
But what does it mean?
It means go inside the tower.
But what? What tower? Like,
I don't know. The one on the wall? The one above the boat with the chickens? The flying chickens that you watch roost into chicken stuff? When did we start recording?
I don't know.
We have a clock set up this time, but we didn't take note of when we started.
That's all I need.
Shut up.
I'm just here for food.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make burritos later. Woohoo! I still have to edit that picture of the Jollibee thing. Surprisingly enough, D took the best picture.
I believe it.
I do mostly, but I'm also kind of surprised just because he took 2 pictures, one of it being his hand, and then the second picture came out better than my picture. Yeah, I think I'm finally getting your face down. Face down? Face up. That still makes me think of one of my favorite things. What is it?
Look, another one of these!
It's a Hawkling. Quick. Get another critical. Good job. Fly away. Is this the tower?
No.
Oh.
We don't know what that means yet.
But I'm trying to figure out the architecture of this little area right here. What is going on? Do they decide to put a shed directly above a courtyard? Like 7 stories up? That's something that I've always found kind of silly in games like this.
Money!
Mostly these side-scrolling platform things is just like the architecture. Like,
Yeah.
I totally get it and why it is, but come on. Sometimes it's just absurd. What are you doing?
Another thing of note, if you want a cross, here's one place you can get it. It's very expensive to use and not very powerful, so I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah.
As you pick it up back and forth for like half an hour. That's... Wow. You're right, the wolf is fast.
But now, for one of the more ridiculous secrets in the game. This one always... I don't know how I figured it out the first time. I'm sure someone just had to explain it to me, but see this little stone whatever
Thingy?
deal? What you do is you go down here and you're like, that's a wall. It's not breakable, it's not anything, right? Okay, that's a wall.
Sure.
Now what happens if I turn into the wolf
This is going to be so absurd,
and
isn't
walk
it?
through here, and then turn into the bat, and then go back,
What the hell?
and then... Wait, let's see.
What?
Whatever could this be?
Absolutely
The
absurd.
life apple and the jewel sword. The jewel sword is very weak, but notable because it makes it so everything you hit has a very high chance of dropping a jewel. That range in rarity, and these jewels are the things that you sell at the store.
I was going to say, what the hell's jewels for?
But it swings very slow.
Yeah. I like the glitter explosion at the end.
Yep. So shoots glitter.
That's
But
cool.
It also has a deal where if you do the down over attack, it drops money.
It drops money.
3 or 4 little deals at a time. You ready?
Huh.
Yay!
This is a really... Castlevania's just always been full of weird weapons, hasn't it?
Yes.
Because I think Curse of Darkness was the only real Castlevania game I've actually played.
Mm-hmm.
So, all of my expectations are based off that game, assuming that was the first one that had the weird weapons and stuff, and familiars and all that stuff.
Oh, I actually have unlocked about 4 familiars so far.
Have you?
Yep.
Because I know...
I haven't shown them to you, but I will.
That's rude. Keeping secrets. And the guy who bought the cheese. That's not a metaphor. I literally bought cheese today. I sure did. Whenever I draw you, you come out looking like a supervillain from an anime. I mean, no complaints. I mean, it's whatever, but...
I forgot that I haven't gotten the weapon that makes it so I don't die in water. Let's go get that.
Just imagine like a lens flare coming off the glasses, and you're an anime supervillain.
I definitely do look like a villain.
This one you kind of look like a banana. Yeah, I'll figure it out later.
Here we go, Iceman. I like that one.
Oh, I had a question earlier. I can't remember what it was. It must have been a lie. Oh, I remember. These mermaids, or what are these? Water nymphs? Frozen shade?
Yes.
So they're ghost nymphs.
They do ice stuff.
They're ice nymphs. Oh yeah, so... I guess this is one of Just Otis's favorite games, I guess? And... He says now that he has more free time because he got a new job and doesn't work full-time at Walmart anymore, so he finally has a little bit of soul left, I guess?
Ooh.
I know. So I guess he's going to maybe do like a speed run of this game, just because he's one of those guys who does speed runs of this game, I guess? Hey look, Donkey Kong. Is he like a... What was the point of that?
Something appeared near the wooden bridge.
Wooden bridge... What wooden bridge?
I told you to remember that days ago.
Yeah, that was days ago.
We'll walk past it in just a second. So as you can see, the water's still hurting me. But that's
Surprise.
Okay.
I got secret boots.
Whatever do these do?
They do secrets. Discreetly increases height.
Which it actually does. I think it makes you 2 to 3 pixels taller.
This game's hilarious. More so than I expected. Oh yeah, so he says, when you're fighting Dracula, make sure you run out of hearts, Because he gives you a free heart refill or something?
Yeah. So if you'd like to get a free heart refresh, use up all of your hearts during the fight.
Your mana hearts?
But there are a few different methods to get a few different things. If you use up all of your... there's a whole bunch of different methods. If you finish that fight with the Holy Cross... So,
and
again...
this is the last one?
No, this is the first one.
Oh, the first one?
This is, you have to beat it in less than a minute.
Is that the wooden bridge?
Yes.
Anyhow.
How would you know this? Who knows?
Because it's wood?
If you finish with the holy water...
So, like, finish him with the holy water? Or just in your hand?
It has to be in your hand. And you do it in less than a minute. Okay, I have to unequip this little familiar for a second. Let's equip the fairy for a second, just so you can see it again. Okay, what you gotta do... I'm sorry, incomplete thoughts, but...
Happens.
Now I have to lead this guy to this bridge. You can't let him through this.
Okay. And keep him just outside of frame so he can break the bridge.
And this is how you get down. And without this, you miss maybe 15-20% of the castle.
That's a fair amount.
Yeah. Oh well. And this should be good.
I like how he's literally Donkey Kong, too. He is Skeletal Ape who throws barrels. That's just Donkey Kong.
But we'll return here later.
Alright. So did, like, the floor open up when you did the other thing, or...?
Yeah, well, actually, he just appeared.
Oh, the monkey guy?
Yeah, it makes it so he spawns in that room.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, what keeps you from not doing that earlier, you know? The lack of monkey guy, mostly.
Yeah, and monkey guy, you have to have the bat to get over there, or there are some other methods if you're tricky.
Sure.
But... Ow!
Stupid frog. Oh.
That's what happens if you run into stuff. Or if you hit things hard enough.
Oh, really?
It turns you back into a different form.
A regular form, or just a different form?
Back into your human vampire self.
Okay, sure. Oh yeah, so incomplete thoughts.
Incomplete thoughts. Okay, so depending... If you're able to beat the first boss, from the very, 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 very beginning, so including your little... Basically, right when it says, it gives the title and it's like Bloodlines, does the whole business. And then you run over to the other screen, and if you don't pick up any side weapons, and you can beat him in less than a minute.
What a phallic boss.
You do it in less than a minute, then it gives you a stat boost. You get like +2 or 3 to everything, as well as added health and a couple.
But then if you have different items in hand, it also does other things?
Yeah, it does different things depending on what you finish with. You end up getting less of some things and more of some other things.
Water still chasing you?
No, it finishes right there. Another boss now.
Cool, that's fast.
And if you want specifics on that, just look at
on the boss or what?
No,
on
that thing. There's every type of fact that you could ever think of. And
it's just all one creature.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a chimera.
Yes.
This is a very interesting fight. What, not gonna use your magic spell?
Why?
I mean, you only say that because it's already done. Do-do-do-do. Parameter up!
Yay! Yes, the crystal cloak.
Crystal cloak.
So like we said before, cloaks make you look cool in the exchange, and
so wasn't it red before?
Yeah, so now...
So this one just blinks? Or what's...
It makes you semi-invisible. Because, check it out.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Does it help?
No.
Didn't think so.
It does increase some stats and things. So this is one of the better capes in the game, and you get it pretty early on. So, had I done things semi-properly, straight from the library, you can come down to here.
Yeah, because we kind of jumped around getting with, like, the clock secret thing and whatever.
We did the clock secret deal with the wolf.
Yeah, that was when I was editing that last night. It was so ridiculous looking. Because I watched it in fast forward because I'm not gonna can't really edit anything that part, so I'm just. I love our chipmunk That's the word.
Yes.
Chipmunk. All right, chipmunk voices are hilarious, and yes, I am 12, but this has already been agreed upon.
Another secret.
No.
There's something funny about this wall.
And that's another thing that...
Who said that?
The fairy.
Oh, the fairy points out secrets.
Points out secrets and things.
But we didn't break the wall, we broke the floor. Stupid fairy.
And the sword doesn't talk to you, but once it levels up enough, it turns into a sword that you can use.
Oh, like an actual weapon?
Uh-huh. And also changes shape. Okay, so I went all the way to the other side on the bottom to unlock the relic so that this guy would be here on this side when I got here.
I'll guide you to meet your destiny.
Uh-oh.
That's very polite of you. I would love a guide to my destiny.
And our destiny happens to be a thing so water doesn't hurt us.
I would hope.
Duck here.
Apparently. Duck, duck, goose.
If you don't, then woo!
Then you just kind of drown and have to chase the guy. Can you catch up with him?
Yeah. Doesn't matter now, actually.
Oh yeah, because you're a bat.
Now that you can fly, but normally you wouldn't have the bat or anything by this time.
I'm winning the race, Mommy. I'm winning the race. I'm doing it, Daddy. I'm doing it.
But this would be what would stop you.
Yeah. That was kind of my next question was, what's keeping you from just batting across? A big-ass wall. I mean, it's pretty solid.
The wall, yes.
Yes, the wall is pretty solid. I'm still proud of you for that joke that you sent me that one time when I was on the trolley.
What? Oh,
I
yeah.
hear sirens.
Oh, goodness.
So I was taking the trolley to meet up with these guys last week or whatever. And, I guess someone was having, heat stroke or something. I got attention of the trolley conductor, and that's a...
Water doesn't
Oh, yeah,
hurt me
what?
now.
Duh. I'm like, wait. Oh, yeah, now we're mapping it up. What was that?
Huh.
In the background, it looked like oh, it's your sword. I thought, a giant water worm was attacking you or something. So I was on the trolley, and, conductor, blah, 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 and I was texting these guys because they were already at the place that they were going to grab me at. And, the conductor was sitting with the lady until the ambulance showed up and stuff, which I think they just called 911, which is kind of a silly move, because I don't think we needed a fireman.
Oh, well.
Yeah, just remember, if it's not a mysterious, you don't know what to do with emergency, don't call 911, because they'll send a cop car, ambulance, and a fire truck. If it's a fire, you can call the fire department. If it's a medical emergency, you can call an ambulance. And if you need the popo, you can call the popo.
But you remember 911 much more
It is
easily.
a much... Yes. I just wish they would, maybe quickly route you. If you could state your issue. Kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
But, America. I guess. I don't know. So I was, I was giving them updates along the trip. Saying, oh, looks like she's going to pass out. Oh, looks like she's having a seizure. And I'm like, I hear sirens. I think we're going to leave soon. And this guy says...
Don't get out of the boat.
Yes, I hear sirens. I should stay in the boat. And maybe stay away from the rocky crags.
He didn't realize this until 2 or 3 hours later.
I didn't realize
So,
this until you told me it. The joke was so great, I didn't know it was a joke until 3 hours later, when he told me it was a joke. But also, the text kind of came out of order a little bit too, so...
So we're about to encounter one of the more ridiculous fights in the game.
Oh, I'm excited.
And one of the more ridiculous sound effects in the game.
More excited.
Are you ready for story?
Air quote, air quote. Just need to make an animation for air quotes.
And if you really like the story of this game, then
This is the wrong video.
just ignore me. I don't know. Oh, the Claymore? That looks kind of cool.
Does it actually be worth it?
No. If you're into it, I guess.
That's a big sword. No, it's a claymore.
See, it does this.
Kind of a thrust.
Mm-hmm. And there's another thing that you get. I think it's the Zweihanda. And it always does those
Can you
thrusts.
spell that?
Carefully.
Oh, good. You have anti-venom.
You can get poisoned.
You know, if you really wanted to. What are you using, the whip thing?
I'm using Holy Rod right now.
Yeah. So is it literally just bashing someone with a magic stick?
Yeah, because there's a whole mace class.
Is there?
Of attacks. Or of weapons, because you have swords, short swords, maces, knuckles, and broadswords, and
axes?
No.
Because axes were in Curse of Darkness. I only know this because I was recently looking up the weapons, trying to find a good picture of, like, the frying pan or whatever.
The Moonstone is very good. +5 to everything!
Proves after sunset?
Yeah, because hypothetically...
Is there a clock in this?
There's kind of a night and day cycle if you wait long enough. Doesn't change the lighting or anything. Just happens.
Sure. So are we almost entering the boss thingy?
We are going to be there. It's the next screen over.
Okay,
so
we'll do that and then we'll end this one.
Okay.
So I think we're at like 40-something minutes.
A notable ending.
That's not a save state.
Let's try it.
Okay. Oh no, a purple coffin. Hey, we're in town. Oh no, a cutscene, I guess.
Mother!
Mother?
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But, Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
And they were, ah!
Yes, Mother.
Put out the
You
fire.
must despise humans. They are to
Rude?
be your prey.
What?
What a
Better
twist.
for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying
Compound
that
interest.
one over there.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
Okay, I see
What
what's
do
going
you
on.
Oh,
mean?
yes.
Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
You broke free of my
Oh, it's her.
spell.
Yes.
I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you got.
She's got pretty good voice acting.
But it is her death that
Has this funny sound clip.
has a very unique sound clip. One which isn't kid-friendly.
I would think not. It doesn't look like she has underwear on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that sprite exactly. But
I mean, it is like, what is this, 16? 16-bit? 8-bit? I think it's 16, right? There's a lot of pixels in this guy's face.
I couldn't tell you the pixel count exactly.
D probably could.
Because it depended on what generation of things and processors and... Okay,
Level up!
are you ready? A moment of
Hey,
silence.
I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be... that strength, that beauty? You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Are you prepared?
Wait, I beg of you.
What a sexy death.
And so you're playing this, and then your mom walks in, and
What are you doing in there?
Wait.
Yeah, that's the mother voice.
wait, what's that? Wait,
It's a ring.
a gold ring.
What?
What-
You had a
wait,
silver ring?
what? Wear clock. I give up.
So you're a wear clock.
Wear clock. Let's see.
So when the moon is full...
Wear clock in tower.
That doesn't sound
That
right.
must be it. In tower, wear clock. Oh, that's it. Wait.
Where in clock tower?
In
Oh.
I get it. You go to the clock room, and in the background there's a tower, and you turn into a bat, you fly out the window. Right? No?
I don't know how he knows this. He just knows it.
It's my intuition.
So now we've done bottom stuff. Now we'll do more.
I don't know why. That made me laugh more than it should have.
But before then, I guess we need to stop.
Oh, yeah.
But it's been a good time.
This is an episode longer than it probably should have been. Remember
the sound of her voice.
And also remember to check your clocks before you start recording, too. Yes, but remember...
Wait! I beg of you!
So I've been your host, Stephen Weathers. With me is my fine furry companion, Andrew.
See?
I can't see you nod.
Oh yeah, that's air quotes.
What? Alright. I win.
Just don't die.
You can
Even if you have 1 health, I can do this, okay?
I like how you can tell exactly when the controls make it into my hand, because suddenly I'm down 30 health.
But yet, it's really close though. It's like, even quicker than like a Super Mario Bros. Lost level glitch second jump.
Foreshadow.
Here's the X, which I haven't used because I don't like it, but it goes like this.
Wow.
So I'm darting through the castle. I'm going everywhere that I can.
Or have I?
Let's try this. Yeah. Hey.
That was me.
But luckily, you know how to open blue doors.
That was a red door.
What is this?
I don't know. The soul of a wolf. Does that mean you can turn into a cat?
Yay!
Yay, or a cat with a hawk. Why do you have that? Oh, it's a sword. I'm like, why are you wearing a saddle?
That's what I always think it is. That definitely looks like a saddle.
Yeah.
You can jump, or you can jump high. Just by holding up.
Oh. Oh, I felt my stomach drop.
Did you hear him? Oh, but just wait.
Ow. Yeah. Send out spores to impregnate you.
It worked.